Hello, Markia. How old are you? Where are you located? And what do you do for a living?
I am 29. I'm from Iowa and I work from home in operations. Yeah,
And do you have children? Yes,
I
I'm
do.
assuming you have.
I have two.
How old are they?
I have a
And
six
when,
and a half year old and a 2.5 year old.
and may I ask, why aren't you with the 2.5-year-old's dad?
He was a fling, um, and didn't want anything. I didn't want anything serious with him either, but he also didn't want anything serious, and so we parted ways.
Date someone with children.
Yeah, any
And are
baby
you,
mama drama because I don't have any baby daddy drama, so no baby mama drama or anything like that.
what type of guy are you looking for? Don't describe how he looks, just his character.
I want somebody kind, somebody generous, and is smart, and is a decision maker.
You mention this because just like the girls are saying, they want a provider, and I'm always like, what does that mean to you? What does generous mean to you, Marquita? What does that look like for you?
Somebody who thinks about me and just in like their everyday interactions. We don't have to text and talk all day. I'm too old for that. Like we don't have to text and talk all day, but like if you see something that makes you think of me, pick it up. And the next time we see each other, me or you're scrolling on Amazon or what have you, if you see something that I like, send it. Just thinks of me like in their everyday like interactions kind of thing. Somebody generous and like somebody who obviously kind to like wait staff and just somebody that is giving, not overly so in a people pleasing type of way, but thinks of others essentially.
And does this man have to make a certain amount of money per year?
Yes, I mean, where I am in Iowa, it doesn't have to be six figures, but minimum like 80, 90,000 if you're gonna support a family and live here.
Do you believe in 50-50, or you want someone who provides
Absolutely not
100%?
50-50. No, I will never date a 50-50 man again. If I
And
can
what
support myself 100%, it doesn't make any sense to go 50-50 with somebody.
Let me ask you this, Marquita, and because you said that so like certain, you were
Mhm.
sure, what does that look like for you, a provider? Since you've been through that experience, what does providing now look like for you? Like what does that mean rent? Does that mean mortgage? Does that mean the car note? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, that means all the things. Like if I'm gonna potentially have more children, because I am open to have more children, if I'm gonna potentially give my life up to be with you, yeah, you have to pay for everything. I said earlier, I'll maybe pay an internet bill, maybe, just for fun. Everything, car note, everything. If I can do all of that by myself, if I'm going to be with you, then you need to be able to also do the same.
Would he also have to, I guess, pick up the responsibilities of your children, your two children as well?
I mean, yes, because in when you're in a long-term relationship and marriage is what I'm looking for, like our kids, if they have kids too, like I think of them as my children as well. So it wouldn't make any sense for me to, think of somebody's kids as my own, but then not them, think the same. So yeah.
And when I ask these questions, this is for you, Marquita, and anyone else watching. I always like to say throughout the live, there's no right or wrong answer, right? So whatever you want, that's what you want. What three deal breakers for you?
Three deal breakers. Somebody that's not close with their family, or at least has a legitimate reason as to why they're not close with their family. So if he's an older man and like, they have older siblings and everything, not being close is kind of understandable. But if it's somebody like around any sense to be with somebody who's not close with their family and not have a legitimate reason why, or especially if somebody is a father, like not taking care of their kids, that's an absolute no. If you can't take care of your kids, you can't take care of me either. So we have nothing to talk about. And then also somebody who can't keep stable employment, or anybody who's like got side hustles and like not like a real job, like all their job is, we have to have security. So somebody who's got stable employment. You can be an entrepreneur, but not a Uber Eats, Lyft, none of that.
Okay. And what do you feel like? Oh, all right. What do you feel like is one thing that you learned about yourself from your last relationship that you feel like you need to work on?
I wouldn't even say from my last relationship, definitely from being in therapy for the last 4 years. I think I'm too forgiving. I'm being a former people pleaser, and so I'm definitely healing that. And so not doing that definitely is something, like just being strong in what I want and like not bending because someone might be upset about something is one thing. Something else that I've been working, being more like intentional and just following, like, because I'm a Pisces, and so I have all of these dreams and aspirations, and so being more open to like following those like creative paths is something that I need to work on. And then I don't know. I think those are the two big things. I think another thing that I'm working on is I make a good income for myself, but I would like to have a nanny. So for as long as I'm at least single, I would like to be able to supply a nanny so I can get out of the house more often and travel more and like not have to worry about my kids being taken care of. So
Okay. My last question would be, would you be willing to relocate for love?
yes, caveat is my kid's dad uh, is also here. So that is difficult, but I'd be willing to work through that because my kids, they have like a strong like foundation here and family and everything. So it has to be somebody exceptional, and they have to be making more than 80 or $90,000 a year for me to consider moving. But yeah.
Oh. All right, Marquita, where can they find you? Can you
So the main TikTok account that I use is at MAMAMIAITSKIA.
thank you Phoebe, for coming up?
Yeah. Somebody said
Bye-bye.
ask one more thing. Oh God, Jessica, what do you want to know?
Yes, let's wait. Let's see what Jessica wants to see. Drop the question. Since you read it, I'll let her ask it. What was the question?
I haven't been reading the comments because people get real
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
So
yeah. They get spicy. They get spicy. You don't see the question. Okay, I guess. All right. Well,
well, thank you for having me
I'll
up.
have
This
her
is
ask
awesome.
it, and then you can answer it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Bye guys.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Hold on, nah, not y'all want to ask questions and check Jess. Where you went now, Jess? Not you, Jess. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm not reading the comments while I'm talking to people, so I miss all the questions and all the stuff.